Well, hello and welcome to the all-new Channel 2012. The video you're about to see is a review of the all-new Pebble watch. As an all-new product, it's perfect for a review on the all-new Channel 2012. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the product, a little background first. Pebble was first revealed to the public in April of 2012 through Kickstarter. It raised over $10.2 million in a little over a month and renewed a huge amount of interest in wearable technology that links up with your cell phone, specifically watches. A few other companies already have similar products for sale, but so far Pebble seems to have mastered the balance of complexity, simplicity, durability, and battery life. For example, Sony currently has a product that's been out since 2012, and while the screen on it is color OLED instead of grayscale LCD, it is unfortunately a touchscreen of lower resolution than Pebble, and it's not waterproof, nor is it really even a watch. It's just a clip that can clip onto a watch band with poorer battery life to boot. Another product called Cool is available at a lower price and sports up to a year of battery life, but it doesn't have a screen at all and only costs a little bit less than Pebble. With all that said, Pebble appears to be the best choice for a Bluetooth connected watch as of fall 2013 at least. But other companies have started to show some interest in the field too, so a better product with a lower price and more features may emerge over time. Pebble's draw is the ability to receive and display notifications from a paired cell phone on its screen without the user having to find and retrieve his or her phone. The important distinction is that it isn't trying to be a smartphone replacement, but rather a companion. Pebble succeeds by not trying to be more than what it is and what it should be, a watch. Underneath those notifications is Pebble's top menu, the watch face. Pebble comes with a few built-in, or can be downloaded and installed from the internet in the form of very small .pbw files that can be opened and transferred to Pebble with the supplied Android or iOS application for instant use. Pressing the center/select button brings us to the main menu. This shows us all the applications currently on Pebble, a link to set an alarm, a shortcut to a list of all the currently installed watch faces, and a link to the settings menu. Third-party applications can be downloaded and installed the same as watch faces to give the unit new functions. As you can see here, I've installed a stopwatch, a timer, an admittedly useless snake game, and a cycle computer application. Pebble apps can be device independent or device dependent, such as is the case with the cycle computer, which requires a server application running on the phone to feed Pebble the GPS data. The settings houses all the settings that you may need to adjust for Pebble. Bluetooth lets you manage paired devices, which you can have more than one of, and toggle the Bluetooth feature on or off. Date and time lets you adjust the date and time, and although this is usually actually automatically set by the paired cell phone, this menu is not to be overlooked when setting up Pebble because for some reason it defaults to 24-hour time mode when it's first booted up. Display lets you enable or disable the backlight, notifications, font size, and the rumbler. For the record, Pebble has no built-in speaker, which is totally fine because of the strong rumble feature. Not only is it silent, the fact that Pebble is always strapped to your wrist means that you will always notice notification vibrations that, without Pebble, may have gone unnoticed. The settings menu also has an About tab that shows you interesting information about Pebble, as well as a shutdown and reset options for shutting down or hard resetting the unit. You can always go back to the previous screen or menu by pressing the button on the left side of Pebble. Transitioning into the hardware, as mentioned before, I really have no complaints when it comes to the build of the unit itself. It's durable, doesn't creak or flex, it's not too large, not too small, and is comfortable to wear. It comes with the same cons as every other watch ever made, but doesn't bring any Pebble-specific problems to the table. Now that we've taken a look at the background, the software, and the general hardware, let's look a bit more closely at the screen. seems like Pebble receives a lot of criticism for its small, low-resolution grayscale LCD screen and limited control, but these are actually some of Pebble's greatest strengths. Not only is the display too small to be a touchscreen anyway, the added hardware required would just make this slim Pebble thick and slow and probably diminish its ruggedness, battery life, and waterproofing potential, like we saw with the Sony unit. That, and I hate to use a touchscreen in an application where some other control device can work as good or better. The resolution isn't nearly as bad as some people complain either. To put it in perspective, my old Palm M500 screen only has 5% higher resolution, but was nearly 2.5 times the size of Pebble's display, so the resolution and pixel density is actually totally acceptable when you really think about it. The LCD that they put inside of this thing is actually really good in all-day lighting conditions too, and the backlight can be easily activated in the dark, so there's really very little to complain about when talking about the screen. One important thing for Android users to note before you buy, and I went over this a bit in the unboxing video, is that Pebble does rely on Bluetooth to connect your device, which is kind of going out of style, so to speak. Many Android Jelly Bean 4.2 ROMs, specifically CM10 based ROMs, don't even have properly functioning Bluetooth, so keep this in mind before you buy it. If you do have a Jelly Bean 4.2 phone, test the Bluetooth before you buy Pebble. At the end of the day, Pebble is a good product, and I really enjoyed using it. The battery actually did last the whole week after the first time I charged it, as advertised. I found it useful having a watch again after not having used one for years, and actually turned off the vibration notifications on my Epic because it was easier to catch them on Pebble. I found that over the course of a week and a half, I ended up in situations where I got to use all its features to their fullest, and it ended up being useful and relatively trouble-free. Alas, Pebble does have one fatal flaw that led to me not keeping it, and that was its price. Pebble is available at BestBuy.com and most Best Buy store locations today for $150 plus tax. Now, in my opinion, a product like Pebble would be a great buy for $50, or maybe even $75. Even $100 could have almost been acceptable had it come with more accessories and packaging and a competent, higher quality and longer charging cable. But $150, especially on my budget, and considering what it comes with, is just unacceptable. Again, it's not that there's anything really wrong or lacking with the product, it's just unfortunately priced way out of its league, and for that reason, I returned it to Best Buy. Do I recommend buying one? I can't give a straight answer other than to say that if you're doing a little better financially than me, and if you approach it with realistic expectations, you'll probably be very pleased with Pebble and find it to be quite useful like I did. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to stay tuned to the all-new Channel 2012 for the best in video clips, product reviews, guides, food, computers, general around the house, and more high-quality, high-definition videos. Thanks for watching.